In a jaw-dropping twist that has escalated an already explosive lawsuit, powerhouse attorney Tony Buzbee has now accused NFL legend and media icon Shannon Sharpe of attempting to bribe him and his client with a staggering $10 million to stay quiet. An accusation that has not only stunned the public, but could drastically influence the judge's final verdict, as many are now saying. If Shannon was trying to hide it, then he's most definitely guilty. This latest bombshell has turned what was already one of the most shocking lawsuits in the entertainment and sports world into something much darker. Something that now feels less like a civil case and more like a scandal unraveling from the inside out. The public was just beginning to digest a $50 million abuse lawsuit filed against Sharpe by a still unidentified accuser through attorney Tony Buzbee, when Buzbee stepped up to the podium and dropped the kind of detail that could change everything. In a fiery press conference, he claimed, with his usual piercing confidence, "Before we filed, Mr. Sharpe attempted to offer us $10 million in exchange for silence. He wanted to bury the truth before it could breathe. That's not just morally wrong, it's legally significant." And just like that, the internet lost its mind. Headlines exploded across every media outlet. Hashtag Shannon Sharpe trended for the third day in a row. And debates raged in the comments on podcasts and in barbershops across the country. Is this the fall of a media titan? Did Shannon really try to pay his way out of potential reckoning? And most importantly, if he had nothing to hide, why offer the money? It's the kind of plot twist you expect in a Netflix drama, not in real life. Shannon Sharpe, who rose from humble beginnings in Georgia to become a Super Bowl champion, a Hall of Famer, and one of the most recognizable faces in sports commentary, now stands accused not only of abuse, but of attempting to manipulate justice with his wealth. And the implications go far beyond money. This is now about ethics, integrity, and whether the courts and the public can trust him at all. Tony Buzbee, never one to hold back, made it very clear that the alleged bribe was not just whisper behind closed doors. He says there's proof, emails, texts called logs, that show the offer was real, deliberate, and urgent. This wasn't some offhand remark or a misunderstanding. Buzbee said this was a full-blown effort to suppress the truth before it ever saw the light of day. If those receipts are real, then Sharpe may not just be facing financial ruin. He could be facing criminal consequences. And let's not forget who Tony Buzbee is. This isn't some random lawyer hoping for fame. This is the same man who took on Deshaun Watson, corporate giants, and corrupt officials, and came out with historic settlements and public victories. He's respected, feared, and calculated. If he says there's proof, there probably is. And now, legal analysts are predicting that this bribery allegation could push the civil lawsuit toward criminal investigations. Bribery is no joke, especially when it's aimed at influencing legal outcomes. Sharpe's camp, for their part, has tried to keep things quiet, but it's not working. Inside sources are saying that his legal team is scrambling, trying to do damage control while preparing for what could become a full-on courtroom war. Some say a statement is coming soon, but as of now, there's been nothing but silence. No denial, no clarification, just silence. And in today's world, silence is often seen as guilt. Fans are divided. Some still stand by him, claiming this is a setup that Buzbee is trying to strong-arm a payout or destroy a powerful black figure in the media. But others are beginning to shift their stance. One fan tweeted, "I grew up watching Shannon. I admired him. But if this is true, I can't support that." Another wrote, "You don't offer someone $10 million to hide something unless that something can destroy you. It's hard not to draw comparisons to past celebrity scandals. History shows us that when big money meets big allegations, the truth often comes out slowly and painfully. The problem for Sharpe is that this time, he might have left a paper trail. And no matter how high you climb, you can't buy your way out of that. What makes this so tragic is how beloved Shannon Sharpe has been, especially in the last few years. His Club Shay Shay podcast was a masterclass in media personality rebranding. He opened up about trauma, family ambition. He made people laugh, cry, and feel inspired. He was seen as a man who had made it the right way. Hard work, grit, and charisma. But now, all of that is hanging by a thread. Every interview he's ever done, every story he's told, is now being rewatched and reanalyzed through a new lens. Even major networks are on edge. ESPN insiders say there are quiet discussions happening at the executive level. Nobody wants to act too fast, but nobody wants to be caught standing by someone who might go down in flames. We have to evaluate our partnerships. One exec reportedly said, "This isn't about just one man. It's about the image of the entire brand." And it's not just ESPN. Sponsors are bailing. Deals are being canceled. Appearances are being rescheduled indefinitely. The fallout is already here. But the legal implications might be the biggest threat of all. If Buzbee presents actual evidence of a bribery attempt, it could trigger a federal investigation, tampering with a witness, attempting to interfere with the legal process. Those are not just civil offenses. They carry jail time. And while Shannon Sharpe may have millions, he's not untouchable in the eyes of the law. This could go beyond courtrooms. It could reach into the criminal justice system